Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1420, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What was the name of Henry VIII's ship that was raised from the Solent in 1982? Mary Rose. To make beer, what is barley normally made into? Malt. What is the capital of Peru? Lima. Whose last book was Oh, the Places You'll Go? Dr. Seuss's. What has two poles as a result of Ampérian currents? A magnet. The Temple of Artemis is located in which country? Answer: Turkey. Also known as the Temple of Diana, it was a Greek temple dedicated to an ancient local form of the goddess Artemis. Which of your organs can regenerate itself up to 60%? Liver. Which English club was formed as Ardwick FC? Manchester United. In the song The 12 Days of Christmas, how many drummers are drumming? 12. What was the final Infinity Stone Thanos obtained in the movie Avengers: Infinity War? Soul Stone. The Himalayas are located on which continent? Asia. What characteristic is unique to cetacean creatures? Answer: a blowhole. Cetaceans, whales, porpoises, and dolphins use the blowhole on top of their head to breathe oxygen. What common item is usually made up of 12 pentagons and 20 hexagons? A soccer ball. Moosehead Lake is the largest lake in which U.S. state? Maine. Whose voice, made popular by the Star Wars franchise, narrated the 1995 film Judge Dredd? James Earl Jones. What 2003 film was subtitled The Far Side of the World? Master and Commander. What movie franchise action figures did Kenner start producing in the 1970s that led to its success and the popularization of the 3.75-inch action figure? Star Wars. What country was ruled by General Manuel Noriega until 1989? Panama. In the novel Dances with Wolves, what name does John Dunbar give to the wolf he befriends? Two Socks. What are poults? Baby turkeys. What acclaimed novelist was a war correspondent during the Spanish Civil War and World War II? Ernest Hemingway. What is the second highest mountain on Earth? K2. Who spent a month in jail for insubordinate behavior? Johann Sebastian Bach or Jerry Lee Lewis? Johann Sebastian Bach. Who is olive oil's brother? Castor oil. In what U.S. state was the first Six Flags theme park located? Texas. Which Central American country's highest elevation point is Cerro Chirripó at 3,810 meters? Costa Rica. What year was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone published? 1997. Who originally sang the 1973 song that became a big Dixie Chicks hit in 2002? Stevie Nicks. What was Lyndon B. Johnson's middle name? Baines. This is the Southeast Asian method of dyeing fabric using wax to create designs. Batik. Where did bungee jumping originate? Vanuatu. About how long is the human small intestine? 18 feet. Which president accepted the Statue of Liberty on behalf of the American people? Grover Cleveland. Central Europe time is equal to Greenwich Mean Time, plus how many hours? 1. Which U.S. state is home to the Valley of Fire? Nevada. Charles Marlowe is the narrator of which Joseph Conrad novella? Heart of Darkness. Wallace Carothers invented nylon while working as a scientist for what company? DuPont. What U.S. band features the members Billy Joe Armstrong, Mike Dirnt, and Trey Cool? Green Day. Which country's flag has the most colors? Belize. What never works at night and requires a gnomon to tell the time? A sundial. Which band were originally called the Frantic Elevators? Simply Red. Who created the operating system Linux? Linus Torvalds. Which is the second largest U.S. state in surface area? Texas. What snake has the longest fangs? Gaboon viper. Simon and Simon, from the TV show by the same name, were in what business? Private detectives. What did the letter Q originally stand for in NASDAQ? Quotations. On the Fahrenheit scale, there are 180 degrees between which two important points? Freezing and boiling points. What actress played JR's wife on Dallas? Linda Gray. In what U.S. state would you find Fort Dix? New Jersey. How many symphonies did Ludwig van Beethoven compose? 9. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.